In this video, I'm going to solve a sample problem on steel design, specifically on actually loaded compression members. Here's the problem. A W12 by 79 of A572 grade 60 steel is used as a compression member. It is 28 feet long, pinned at each end, and has additional support in the wick direction at a point 12 feet from the top. Can this member resist a service dead load of 180 kips and a service live load of 320 kips? Okay, let us use LRFD and also ESD. Okay, so this is our compression member pinned at each end, and this will be our strong axis. For the weaker axis, there is an additional support located 12 feet from the top. So this is the weak axis. Na additional support there, 12 feet from the top. So 12 feet and then 16 feet. For the loads, we have service dead load of 180 kips and a service live load of 320 kips. Okay. So first, let us identify the section properties or the properties of W12 by 79. So, the properties that we need are the gross area as well as the radius of gyration sa X and Y. So, from the AISC manual, okay, for W12 by 79, the gross area is 23.2 inch square. And for the radius of gyration, X and Y, for 12 by 79 is 5.34 for X, and sa Y, we have 3.05. And for E572 grade 60 steel, we need the yield stress as well as the modulus of elasticity for steel. So it's 60 KSI and then 29,000 KSI. Okay. So next step is the slenderness ratio. Okay. So so from the problem, the member is pinned at both ends, no? So K is equal to 1.0. Okay. And so for the strong axis, the unbraced length is 28 feet. So we have the slenderness ratio KL over R, K 1.0, length 28 feet, and then convert to inches, so times 12 conversion factor, divided by Rx na 5.34. So this is for the x-axis. Sa Y, para magamit sa formula, we need a bigger value of the slenderness ratio. So between 12 and 16, direta 16 ang gamiton. Okay. So KL over R, 16 feet times conversion factor 12 over R, 62.951. So bigger value sa duha ka slenderness ratio will govern. So this one will govern. So this value will be used in computing for the elastic buckling stress. So let's calculate the compressive strength. First, first we have the elastic buckling stress Fe. Okay, this formula pi square E over KL over R squared. So substitute, we have this value 72.226 KSI. And the next, critical buckling stress, FCR. Okay, so first we need to compare the slenderness ratio K/R with the limit or the threshold 4.71 square root of E over Fy to determine which formula of FCR we are going to use. So, getting the value of the limit 4.71 times square root of E over Fy is 106.549, and our slenderness ratio is less than the limit, no? So since KL over R is less than 4.71 square root of B over Fy, then the formula that we are going to use for FCR is this one. 0.658 reached to Fy over Fa and times Fy. So substituting values, we have the critical buckling stress equal to 42.379, and from here we can compute for the nominal strength. So solving for Pn, nominal strength, this is the formula, FCR times gross area, and we have 42.379. The gross area is 23.2, no? 23.2. So this is our nominal strength. Okay, 983.193 kips. Okay. So using LRFD, I compare na to. So the factored load is this one. PU equals 1.2 dead load, service dead load plus 1.6 service live load. We have this one, 180 and 320. So we have this ultimate load na or factored load na 7.28. So in order for the member to resist, our strength must be greater than, or the member strength should be greater than 728. So the design strength is equal to this factor, reduction factor times the nominal strength. Our reduction factor is 0.9 times Pn. Okay, this is our design strength. And since the design strength is greater than the factored load, then the member can resist the loads. Okay. Now, if you will use ESD, the loads will be unfactored. So the unfactored load or the service load, PD plus PL, 500. And our allowable strength is nominal over factor of safety. And the factor of safety is equal to 1.67. So Pn over factor of safety, our allowable strength is 588 against the factored load na 500. So kaya, the member can resist the load. So since the allowable strength exceed the service load of 500 kips, then the member can resist the loads. Okay. So going back to problem, the question here is, can this member resist the loads? The answer is yes. So that's it. So I hope that you have learned something from this video. Thank you for watching.